All right, morning everyone. Welcome to this solo edition of the Daily High. I'm your host, Tone Vase. Unfortunately, Matt McGregor was not able to make it last minute. He was dealing with a bunch of issues on moving to Japan from Australia. So I will hold it down solo, and we are going straight to the charts. Make sure to like, subscribe, sign up for the Discord. It's free. There was a tutorial video on how to sign up for the Discord. There is a show coming up right on this channel with the weekly show with Sammy Loyal and Mike Williams. I will be watching that show. You will see me in the live stream. Sammy Loyal also has a solo show on this channel, and hopefully this channel will be bringing you a lot more amazing financial content. All right, let's go to the charts. I will begin with my allocation chart. The big crazy drop happened on some geopolitical news. That's my interpretation of it. That happened over in the Middle East. It really spooked the market and we crashed. We have since then rallied pretty nicely. A minute ago, we were sitting at 66,500. We are coming up on 10 a.m. But since we've been rallying into 10 a.m., the 10 a.m. reversal is likely to be to the downside. And so what's happening with this allocation chart? Well, the price is currently under two moving averages. The two moving averages are declining, and the short term is below the intermediate term. This is actually a disastrous position. And if 2 candles ago we did not rally all the way above 72,000, there would have been no reason for me to get back into this market. In hindsight, this was not the mistake. In hindsight, this was likely to be the mistake to go back into 100% long. I will stay a little bit extra patient right now for one more day. But if this candle is closing below both moving averages, with both moving averages declining, I will be back to a 50% position. This could happen later today. I am just giving this candle a few more chances to at least get above the shorter term moving average. And then tomorrow, before with the candle still having one day to go, to get back above the second moving average. If that happens on current candle, if current candle is able to rally above both moving averages and closes above 67.5, I will remain in a 100% bullish position. If this current candle does not do that, I will be lowering my allocation regardless of what other people think of my trading. I will completely not care. Okay, that is my plan. It is too early on a Monday morning for me to decide, and I will give it more time. So I am back in the US. So I am, of course, back to So I muted. So I am, of course, back to dealing with allergies. It only took 12 hours back in America for me to have an allergy problem once again. And this is likely why I will be moving to other places. Panama did not solve the problem, but potentially I found a new location and I will be doing streams about it on my personal YouTube channel, not here. Okay. Let's go on to other charts. We have the weekly chart. We are on the halving week. I'm still not sure what I'm doing for the halving. I have canceled my plans to be in Dubai. This stream was supposed to come from Dubai, but I did not travel to Dubai, also for geopolitical reasons, which you can hear about on my personal channel, not here. And right now on the weekly chart, we are in a very bad place. Now, the candle is green. The candle is bullish. it's on a red 2 candle. The tone-based rule on trading is you exit on an MRI top candle. You do not enter longs on the following candle, and then you wait for the candle after. And that's what happened right here back in November, back in the week of November 13. I would be exiting on the MRI top candle. I would be patiently waiting on the candle after, and I would be entering long on a green star candle the week after that. Here, the following MRI top was very different. I did exit on this MRI top near the top because of the Bitcoin ETFs coming in. I would never go long on the following candle or the candle after that in this case, or the candle after that. This is the candle I would consider going long on, but of course the official long trade execution takes place on a green star candle, which happened the week of February 12th. However, the week of February 5th rallied above the prior swing highs, and that is enough for me to consider entering long trades. All right, daily chart. The daily chart has knocked us out of the triangle. It has also knocked us below the moving average. We have closed a full candle below the moving average. That is very bearish. We are now trying to fight our way back into resistance, which is the underside of the moving average and the underside of the triangle. Bitcoin actually did that earlier today when it almost reached $67,000. We have now pulled back to $66,000. Today is a very critical day. If we can rally today and get back above $67,000, there is a chance the lows are in. If we are not able to rally to 67,000 and instead we go down and close below 65,000 today or tomorrow, I will perceive that as incredibly bearish, potentially even going lower than swing lows. This becomes a very, very critical day in Bitcoin right now. Let's look at these short-term charts. The short-term chart has a very critical resistance point at 67,500. It's absolutely critical. That's the area of the breakdown that took place on the 12th hour on Friday, right into the market close on Friday. The big crash happened. And we already back tested that area, and now we need to break above it. And if we are not able to do that, if we are not able to get back above even 67,000, this creates a very, very nasty downward trend line. All right, that's all I really have to say. Obviously, this is going to be a very short show without Matt McGregor. You can see gold is pulling back very, very hard as well. That's a 5-minute chart. We can look at the daily chart of gold. Gold is very correlated with Bitcoin. On the daily chart, Friday was the peak for gold at almost 2,500. My target remains 3,000 on gold, and then we'll reevaluate. S&P 500 is opened pretty nicely. That's a good sign. I was concerned that it could crash on the situation in the Middle East, but the S&P is holding its own. That's a very, very good sign. A lot of people are asking me about the Hong Kong ETF. I don't have an opinion on the Hong Kong ETF. The Hong Kong market is not the Chinese market. The Hong Kong is a very, very different market than the Chinese market. And I do not think the Hong Kong market is going to drive a lot. Hong Kong was the financial capital of Asia Hong Kong was very independent. It was the financial capital of Asia. Hong Kong was one of my favorite countries in the world, if not the favorite country in the world, which is a quasi-country, just like Taiwan. And but over the last 5 years, and since their pandemic shutdown, Hong Kong is a shell of its former self. Hong Kong is also being integrated into mainland China. So Westerners are no longer as interested in investing in the Hong Kong market. And the mainland Chinese are still in favor of the mainland Chinese markets. So this leaves the Hong Kong market, the Hong Kong stock markets, in the middle of limbo. They're not yet absorbed into the Chinese markets for Chinese capital, and the Western capital is very concerned with the Hong Kong markets. This makes me very, very skeptical that the Hong Kong Bitcoin ETF is going to be all that relevant. Here are the daily charts of the correlations. The S&P 500 is rising nicely while Bitcoin is still holding steady. People are still a little bit nervous. I got to get the numbers from the Bitcoin ETFs. Now that it's Monday morning, we can finalize the ETF numbers from last week. They were break even, about as much Bitcoin sold as was bought on the Bitcoin spot ETFs in the US. All right, guys, on this note, I'm going to get going. Please like, subscribe, follow, the Financial Summit Twitter handle. I will not be going to Dubai. I will be staying in the US for now and then heading back to Latin America where I live. And we'll be doing Twitter Spaces probably this Wednesday. There's a show coming up in a few hours, or maybe even like in an hour or 2 hours on this channel with Sammy Loyal and Mike Williams. You will see me in the live chat. They did a great job in their debut show. Also check out Sammy Loyal's solo show on this channel, and we will try to bring you other amazing content as well in the world of trading and investing. The Maldives event, please sign up for that as well. All right, thank you all for watching. Hopefully, Matt McGregor will be back tomorrow morning hosting the show like he usually does, and I will see you all on the next one. Bye, guys.